Last Sunday, the Kaohsiung True taking on the Slingers early on. Oliver and company doing their job from outside. There's a kickback there. Oliver with a long three. It was sort of a precursor of things to come. Coach Nyo in the huddle. Close game at the beginning, but Wong Wei-Long, who led the Slingers with 23 points. And look at that, a triple-double for Howard. Slingers will hold on to win 84-76. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the ABL Basketball League here on Star Hub as we bring you a regular season game between the visiting fourth-place Saigon Heat and the second-place hometown Singapore Slingers from right here at the OCBC Arena. As you can see, the fans filtering into this very, very rainy Singapore city today into the OCBC Arena. Confirmation of our game. The Slingers going against the Saigon Heat. Two teams, well, you can say going in different directions, but the Saigon Heat have turned it on as of late, although they did take a hit the other night, 74-70 against a lot of Filipinos. They are still in fourth place with a record of 5-9. The Slingers, well, they are 11-5, but have lost 3 of their last 5 games. They did turn it around, winning at home 84-76 against Kaohsiung in a game we featured before the start of this, as we look at Coach Garbarata and his charges out there getting ready to introduce his team. Chuck Schreiner along with Michael Wong. So happy you could join us on this very, very rainy Singapore Sunday afternoon as we look at the Slingers, who do have Justin Howard back and a couple other changes. They picked up Josh Urbiz-Tonto from the PBA, a guy that they wanted all along this season, but for one reason or another, because the PBA was going on, he was already playing for another team, they could not get him. So they get him to take the place of Rolando Gardner, who did not work out. So Urbiz-Tonto, who has a sky-high basketball IQ, very articulate young man, which we'll see in a minute. When we have our interviews, we'll try and help with the Singapore offense, who has been sputtering as of late, especially from the perimeter. They have not done a good job of shooting the ball from the outside, but they do have Howard back. That figures to leave some spaces open from the outside, so maybe they can kick back outside and get things started from the perimeter a little bit sooner. Singapore Slingers getting ready to be introduced here, and up and down season for them. They do have Mitchell Folkoff back also at the guard position, so for the first time in a long time, the Slingers are at full strength. Of course, Wu Chin-de out for the remainder of the season, but there is the import right there, Josh Urbiz-Tonto, the Philippine-American. And we did get a chance to talk to him before the game, and what a nice guy from the San Francisco Bay Area. Played basketball on the West Coast and then came and applied his trade for the last 8 years in the PBA. Larry Liu, a couple of the other non-starters for the Singapore Slingers. Wong Wei-Long with 23 points last week. He will be starting today along with Desmond and Xavier Alexander, and Delvin who gets a surprise start today. Delvin really has improved his game. His footwork is just amazing, and using that left hand more and using the right side of his body to fend off defenders. There is Folkoff, as you see, but getting ready for the starting 5 of the Slingers right now. There is Desmond, super defender. Can hit the outside shot, a very streaky shooter indeed, and he is one of the national team players. There's Wong Wei-Long. He's been the MVP in the ABL the last 2 years. As far as local players go, big game the other night for this guy right here. Xavier Alexander with a triple-double, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists for him, and 3 blocked shots. There is Delvin right there. We just talked about him, so they will be giving Justin Howard a little bit of insurance from the outside. And there is a big man right now. Before he went down with injury a couple of weeks ago, he would have been the favorite to get the MVP, averaging over 23 points a game, 18 boards, leading the league in that category. He'll probably be playing around 70 to 75%. We'll see how long he can last out on the court without having to be spelled. He does want to play, and Coach Nyo has to be very, very happy with the players that he has available. And game just about ready to get underway here as we look at the Singapore Slingers getting ready to take on the Saigon Heat. And Michael Wong, this is a Saigon Heat team that has a lot of very, very talented expat players, but a little bit thin on the bench.
Yeah, definitely. This is something that Singapore Slingers should look to exploit. With their thin bench and not much of a depth, the Singapore Slingers should try to run them to the ground. They could try to push the tempo a little bit more.
Looking at the starting lineups, Nguyen, Lenny Daniels, Moses Morgan, Jordan Henriquez, Arnold, David Arnold. On the other side of the ball, as we saw Desmond Wong Long, Xavier Alexander, Delvin and Justin Howard starting it off for the Singapore Slingers.
Well, as I know, we got a lot of young guys, so you know, experience will always help. I'm going to try to bring what I've learned throughout the years in the PBA through the 8 years I've been there, and just transfer it over to the ABL, and just provide as much leadership and experience as I can in order to be successful and get a win tonight and hopefully a championship.
We are looking for him, since middle of the season, but again, he's available right now, so we have to pick him up. So I'm pretty happy with his training last 2 days, because I think he showed our play. He run the floor pretty well, and he pushed the ball. So that's basically fit our team, that what we are running now.
We got to take one game at a time. We're playing towards our best basketball at this moment. So I think if we can continue doing that, we got a chance of being these top teams and establishing ourselves in the playoffs.
Well, hopefully everybody stay positive on that, because we need to really do our boxing out. That's a big part and a big key for us. And of course, we secure that, we run the floor. I think we will take care of the business.
So some comments from some of the players and coaches. We look at the team standings right now. Hong Kong Eastern Long Lines leading the way at 12-2, followed by the Slingers. A lot of Filipinos at 9-6. They beat the same Saigon Heat on Friday, 74-70. Saigon at 5-9. Kaohsiung Truth 5-10, just barely out of fourth place, and bringing up the rear of the Westport. Very young Westport Malaysian Dragons at 3-13, who took a hit on the back of the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lines. Again, that was on Friday night, so that is the way things stand right now as we get ready for crunch time here in the ABL. Coach Nyo diagramming some plays, some last-minute instructions, and Michael, I'll tell you, they match up very, very well on paper, but I think you hit on a very important point. The Saigon Heat really are very, very shallow at the bench, and I think this is where Singapore has a big, big advantage over them.
Yeah, with some Slingers players, slowly coming back into form. Like Larry, this is probably his second game. He's still trying to work into his rhythm. Mitch is coming back. Howard's coming back. So with the Singapore Slingers coming to a full squad, this is something they should look at, because Singapore Slingers has pretty deep bench. Once everyone is ready, they should use this to their advantage. Push the tempo, really run at every single opportunity they can.
It was a very loose bunch of Slingers before the game when we first got here. They were joking on the bench over here on this side of the court as we look at some of the crowds. Still filtering in here, as we said, a very, very rainy day, so probably we're going to have fans getting here rather late. Justin Howard there, all eyes will be on him. See if he can continue that MVP march that he had before a couple of weeks ago when he suffered that second-degree turf toe. And we'll see how effective he will be today. Just in case, they do have Delvin in the lineup, the 6'7" forward center. The 20-year-old, as we said before, has improved immeasurably since the season has started. So we'll see how it goes for the Slingers. And on the other side of the ball, we don't want to forget about them. Very talented starting five. Lenny Daniels averaging over 22 points a game. Look for him, number 2. Moses Morgan, the 6'6" swing man, averaging 11 points a game. Jordan Henriquez, the 6'11", 27-year-old, has been a revelation at the low post. And, of course, David Arnold, perennially, he has been one of the top guards in the league. And also Nguyen Van Hong, number 0, gets the start today. And we are off, and the ball into the hands of Daniels from Vietnam. They are in red, coming to you from left to right. We are underway. Little bounce pass. Daniels looking to his left. Skip pass inside to Arnold. Kick back out. Long shot from the left-hand side. Rattles out and back outside to Nguyen. Arnold back over to Daniels. Looking inside. Howard working on Henriquez. Henriquez now with the ball. Little turnaround jumper is going to be off the mark. Stepping in to get the rebound is Alexander. And off the Slingers go in white. Wong Long leading the offense here at the point guard. Alexander slipping around will be shot by Howard is off the mark. Almost tipped up and in by Delvin and back comes Saigon. They immediately throw it away. So first turnover of the game goes away to the Saigon Heat. That was Nguyen on the other end of that pass. So Wong and in the backcourt for the Slingers. Swingman will be Alexander over screen thrown there. Alexander inside. Howard bumping off of one screen. Inside goes Alexander. Wide open look for Go. Can't get it to go. Saving it. Nice save, but right into the hands of David Arnold. Head down with the headband. Nguyen lines it up from Threesville. Can't get it to go. Another rebound for Alexander. That's 2 for him. And back come the Slingers down the left-hand side. The build-up is on the right, though. Desmond wide open look for Howard, who can't get it. It's a little bit of rust. Might be expected. Usually Justin nails that shot. Moses Morgan with the ball now. Goes to the left hand. Double team, and the kick back outside is going to be a pushing foul. That might go on Howard, or is it Alexander? It is Alexander with the push. So, non-shooting foul as we check it out again, and there is the push off. So first foul on Alexander, and shot off the mark. Still 0-0. Wong pedaling hard down the court. Goes to the left hand. Nguyen on him. Desmond gets it downstairs to Howard. Working on him is number 24. That is Henriquez. There's a shot by Alexander again off the mark. So both these teams starting out pretty slow. Lenny Daniels goes to the left hand and a blocking foul. That'll go on Desmond. That'll be 2 team fouls on the Slingers. Lenny Daniel, also 5th in the league in rebounds. There you go to the right hand, and good effort there by Desmond, but not getting over there in time to fend off the foul. So second team foul, as we said. Henriquez gets it outside to Nguyen. Nguyen, Wong working on him. Back downstairs, a little turn and shot is way off the mark. Desmond will pick that up, and back come the Slingers. Lead pass downstairs to Alexander. Delvin go with the free throw line. Off to O now. Howard is wide open. Bounce pass over to him. Henriquez on him. Little turn. The hook is going to be off the mark. Offensive board by Howard. Nice job by him, and the finish by Alexander. Good job by number 55, Justin Howard, to guard the baseline, pick up the ball, and the streak to the basket by Alexander, and the pass from Howard. Easy 2. Nguyen. Post up. Turn and shot by Daniels. Off balance move, but he gets it to roll. Good control in the air there by Lenny Daniels, as we said, averaging 22 a game. Go. Circling around comes Wong, and a holding foul that will go on Saigon. So early on, Michael, not much difference between these two. Both teams pretty cold from the floor.
Yeah, but I thought the Heat has actually pushed the tempo a little bit better than I expected. So I think the Slingers need to look at this. They should be using that to their advantage. Not instead, the Heat is actually trying to push the ball every single transition.
Desmond, left hand inside the lane. Fingertip, no good. Coming away with it is Moses Morgan. Lead pass to Arnold. Arnold jump step and good. Getting around Wong Wei Long. So David Arnold giving Saigon the 4-2 lead. Alexander shakes off O, gives the ball up to Howard. Howard over to Wong, who cuts through the middle. Go, fending off one defender, 2. Kicks it back outside. A turnover right into the path of Moses Morgan. Morgan, baseball pass over to the left side. Nguyen lines it up for 3. 7-2 lead now for Saigon. Quick start by the Saigon Heat. Alexander off to Howard. Howard will go down to the low post. Circling up top is Wong. Alexander to Howard. Wide open look again for him. He's going to be off the mark again. He's missed 3 times with that shot. And that'll be a foul on Delvin Go, holding on Lenny Daniel. So third team foul on Singapore Slingers. 6'7" Daniel will inbound it. 29-year-old forward. As we look at it again, the shot by Justin Howard. Lenny Daniel, Cal State Northridge graduate from 2009-2011. Also played in Greece in 2013-2014. There's a steal by Desmond. Can he get around Arnold? And he does. So easy 2. That's a steal. First one of the game for either team. So Desmond paying dividends. They've got him in there for his defense. Punching screen he bumps into. Daniels goes downstairs. Enrique puts the ball on the floor. Blocked by Alexander, ball out of bounds, and last touch by Singapore. Good defensive play by Alexander. So 7-4. Check it out again. There's a shot, not a shot actually, downstairs. Look at that. Great block by Xavier Alexander. He had 3 blocks last week. Terrific timing by then. Ball knocked away, last touch by Wong Long. So quick timeout by the Slingers as they call it. 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. Singapore Slingers down 7-4. Slingers having their shots, Michael Wong. Justin Howard getting that patented shot that he usually makes up by the free throw line. He's missed that 3 times. So look for him to heat up. That is his spot on the court.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit bothered by the toe injury because, you know, the toe really plays a big part of you. If you want to push off the ground, you want to run, you're going to sprint. It seems like he's a little bit bothered. His movement is not as smooth as how it was used to be.
Does look a little bit conscious of it. There you see Coach Anthony Garbalato, very articulate man. Nice in-depth interview with him, which you caught a little bit of before the game. There's Wong Long. Again, 23 points for him last week. And man, did he ever get off on his threes. Hopefully he can keep that alive for the Slingers, who have been very, very streaky shooting from outside this year. There is Justin Howard, the guy that we were just talking about, shaking his head a little bit. Can't be happy with the start he's got in this game, but really wanted to play today, and obviously not at 100%. Daniel, Go working on him. Daniel turns and fires. Back rims and stepping in to get the rebound is Delvin Go, and back comes Wong Long. Desmond on the left-hand side. He'll cross the baseline. Pass to Wong. Back outside to Howard, who takes a shot. Good. Finally in. Big sigh of relief by Justin Howard as he gets his first bucket of the game. There's the smile by the big man. 7-6. 1 point lead by Saigon. He's 1 of 4 from the floor. Daniels. Moses Morgan accelerates, gets around 1 man and 2. Gets his own rebound for a moment, but Alexander comes away with it. Pass to Delvin. Go back to Alexander. Alexander wide open look. He passes it up inside to Howard. Howard puts the ball, loses it on the floor, but gets it back with the right hand. Great job by Justin Howard, not giving up on the play, getting the loose ball up and in. 4 points now for Howard. 8-7 in favor of the Slingers. Daniels pull up jumper. Yes. Mix up on defensive assignments that time, leaving Daniel wide open. Somebody didn't slide off the screen. O downstairs. Now he circles up. Build up is on the right-hand side. Back outside, inside now to Wong, and there's a foul, and that will go on David Arnold. So Wong Long find himself open in the lane, and Arnold has to foul. Watch it again. Great recognition by Desmond that time, and there's your foul. See, that should send Wong to the line for a pair. Coach Garbaretto right there. Wong probably the best free throw shooter on the team. Of course, that's not saying much. That is the Achilles heel, Michael Wong, of the Slingers. It seems like this year they've not shot their free throws very well at all.
They definitely have to look at this going into the playoffs because this is a very crucial part of the game.
A few more people still filtering in, as we said, to the OCBC Arena. It is a torrential rainstorm outside, or was last time we looked. O loses contact with Daniels. In and out it goes, but to clean it up is Henrique. Jordan Henrique, 6'11", 27 years of age, and 2-point lead now by Saigon. There's the screen. Back outside. Alexander goes to the left hand. Little pull-up jumper for him for 2. And again, both these teams not doing a good job picking up their men in transition away from their others. Weak side help non-existent there. Moses Morgan inside. Loose ball picked up again by Howard. Lead pass to Alexander. Alexander will wait. Another side it goes, and into the game now is Josh Urbisantanto, and that shot is blocked. Back we go the other way. Arnold with the trailer over to Daniels for an easy 2. Nice little spin move by him. So 13-11, Saigon with a 2-point lead. So first chance we got to see at Urbisantanto. Howard with the right hand, too hard. Rebound Daniels. Back again come Saigon. Wide open look from Moses Morgan for 3, no good. Long way long on the rebound. He will wait for numbers. Bring it back outside again. Lurking on the left-hand side is Urbisantanto. Howard again. Lurking out is Josh. Back outside. Alexander thinking about it. Left hand now. He is fouled by Daniels. Nice job there by Xavier Alexander. Good recognition. Gets the first step on Lenny Daniels. You can see Morgan impeded with the screen, so that'll send Alexander to the line for a pair. Checking into the game will be Phuc and also Mitchell Folkoff. So finally the Slingers have a full roster of players, and now Singapore 1 of 3 from the line as their woes continue from the stripe. Chuck Schreiner along with Michael Wong. So happy you could join us on a Sunday afternoon here in Singapore, the Lion City, the OCBC Arena. 13-12, Slingers climb to within 1. We talked about before the game how Saigon a little bit short-handed when it comes to their bench. They traveled here with 9 players, but really they play with an 8-person bench or a 2-person bench. Very seldom you see more than 7 or 8 guys get a game. Oh, great acceleration that time, but the miss by Arnold. Rebound by Howard. Lead pass to Urbisantanto. Phuc baseline. Has the ball swatted away. Wow. Jordan Henriquez, get it out of here. Big smile on his face. Watch it again. Phuc trying to go to the right hand at the wrong time. Another look at it there. Ooh, losing contact with the ball, but getting it back is Daniel. Long cross-court pass. Arnold lines it up for 3. No. On the floor. Alexander picks it up. Back come the Slingers. Alexander now going to the left hand. Accelerates in the lane. You can see that coming. Great vision there by Xavier Alexander, switching to the left hand, getting around his defender. Out of control there a little bit by number 1, Nguyen, who's just checked into the game. Wide open look there. Folkoff will pass it up, who's just checked in. He's missed the last couple of games. Long 3. Urbisantanto can't knock it down. So back comes Jordan Henriquez. Daniels. Henriquez played ball at Kansas State University from 2009 to 2013. Daniels off balance shot again. He looks very awkward when he goes up in the air. Urbisantanto to Howard. Little skip pass inside. Great recognition by Howard. Hitting the cutter, Leon Phuc. So his first 2. Singapore with a 3-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. Daniel gives it to Nguyen, back into the hands of Daniel. Alexander working on him. There's the screen, and it's a good one. Daniel with the reverse! That all started with the screen thrown up top by Jordan Henriquez, setting Daniels loose, and a timeout being called by the Slingers as we are all 16-15 in favor of the Slingers by 1. Watch this again, crunching screen there by Henriquez. Daniel with a reverse dunk. Getting the step on Justin Howard, who had to reverse himself, and Phuc getting there a little bit too late. And you can see Josh Urbisantanto wanted nothing to do with that. Nobody wants to be posterized. So pretty much even Steven here in the early going, Michael Wong with the 134 mark. Singapore still trying to find their feet a little bit. Remember the first time they're a healthy squad, but they haven't played with each other for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, but the effort is really questionable for the whole first quarter. I thought that they opened the game with very lackluster kind kind of effort. So I think Coach Neil must be really angry right now. Like I don't think he'll be contented with how the team has been competing. They should have brought in a little bit more energy. In fact, the Heat seems to be a little bit more energized. You know, they're playing very loosely. It seems like they came in here with the mentality they have nothing to lose. You know, they're just going to go out and play the game. Yeah, and it shows on the court.
Singapore Slingers, as we said before this game, a very loose bunch, and maybe they could be excused for thinking that they're a little bit confident coming to this game. After all, they have arguably the best player in the league back, Justin Howard, although he's not 100%. And of course, with the new guy that they've been trying to get on their squad since mid-season, Josh Urbiztondo, and also with number 18, Mitch Fulcoff, back into the game too. Probably a little bit, perhaps, overconfidence, you think, Michael, might be going on their heads, or what?
I mean, if you are looking at going to the playoffs and making, you know, and doing well this year, this is a mentality they cannot have at this point of the season. They should be getting, you know, peaking at the right time, and this is the time where they should be peaking. They should be taking care of business. They can't afford to be over complacent at any point.
Okay, the Saigon Heat, remember, are a very, very talented squad. They have 5 starters as good as any in the league. It's when they have to go down into their bench that they sort of suffer as far as quality minutes goes. And that hasn't been in evidence today, as they are playing Singapore on their home court. Even Steven here with into the first quarter in the books, 16-15, very low scoring first quarter. So we'll see if one of these teams can heat it up here in the second half or second quarter. Xavier Alexander there, of course, he has brought his usual A game, and he has just looked tremendous the last couple of games. Howard, Henriquez on him, kick back outside to Fulcoff, who stays in the game. Alexander, wide open look, little show and go back outside. Howard will take that shot again and be short with it. Daniels with the rebound. So Saigon seems to be very content to let Howard take that shot. Daniels, there's the screen. Mismatch there with Urbiztondo, but he does a good job. There is Nguyen. Little turnaround by Daniels off the mark. Rebound by Howard. He throws it away. So Fulcoff ran away from the ball. I think that is what Howard's looking at. So miscommunication and a little bit of rust on both these guys' games, on the Singapore Slingers games. That is 3 turnovers for them. A little over 1 quarter. But it does give Nguyen and company another kick at the can. Daniels, or Morgan again off the screen, fights his way to the basket, and a foul will go on Phuc on the push. So first team foul. Watch it again here. Leon, there he is. Weak side help there by Alexander. You can see Howard staying at home with Henriquez. Misses a first free throw. So if we look at the rebounds in the first quarter, 4 offensive boards for the Slingers, 16 total. So, but 7 of 20 from the floor, playing 7 of 23. So both these teams not shooting very well from the free throw line either. 0 of 1 from Threesville, that's the Slingers, and 1 of 5 for Saigon. Back comes Alexander. Turnovers, Singapore with 2, and also Saigon with 2. Urbiztondo, baseline move, kicks it back to Alexander. Alexander to Howard, gets his own rebound. And see if that basket counts. 24-second violation, I believe, so don't count the basket. So good defensive stand there by the Saigon Heat, who had the ball. Morgan around Fulcoff accelerates. Kick back outside. Nguyen from Threesville. Yeah! Second triple of the game for the little man, Nguyen Van Hung. So that ties things up at 18, and they do give that bucket to Howard. So Urbiztondo bumping it up against Nguyen. Howard. Cross-court pass to Phuc, downstairs to Alexander. Post-up move. Henriquez stays at home, and the ball on the floor. Alexander picks it up with 1 second on the shot clock. Has to hurry the shot, off balance, and back comes Saigon Heat. So not a good possession for Singapore. Nguyen Tan, kick back outside to Daniels, inside to Henriquez, and holding on downstairs would be Justin Howard. That would be his first foul. So Alexander and Howard, both with 1 foul. Nobody really in foul trouble. as we watch it again. And there's Howard with the wraparound foul. Henriquez likes it. So second team foul for Singapore. The 7:44 mark. Henriquez back outside to Daniel. Quick pass inside, and another foul by Howard. So that is 2 on him, and Henriquez down, and he will go to the line for 2. See, watch Howard go for the block. To the left hand goes Henriquez. Quick pass downstairs, very alert, but Howard catching him with his body. So that's 2 fouls now on the big man. Henriquez, the left-handed shooter, breaks the tie. So now Saigon Heat with a 19-18 lead at the 7:37 mark here. He said Henriquez is a graduate of Kansas State University. In fact, played summer league with the Houston Rockets organization in 2013, and then in 2014 with the New York Knicks organization. Alexander. Howard camped out on the low post. Flashing through is Phuc. Alexander, Howard with the ball now. Henriquez working on him. Kick back outside. Wong with the 2. A long 2, I think. Yes. So 2020, first bucket of the game. In fact, that was Leon Queck, so he's got 4. Leon, one of those streaky shooters we were talking about for the Slingers. Little baseball pass slung down there to Morgan. Now Henriquez going straight at Howard. Wild shot, great defense there by Justin Howard. Coming away with it is Alexander. Still Alexander, the kick back outside. Phuc misses it right into the hands of Josh Urbiztondo. Urbiztondo wide open for 3, back rims that one, so 2 and out. Back comes Arnold and company. Queck working on David Arnold, now goes to the left hand. There's the screen by Henriquez. Round 1 screen he goes, and right to the basket. Nobody picked him up. Second time that's happened. 8 points now for little Nguyen Van Hong, the 36-year-old, oldest man on the court. Urbiztondo, round 1 screen. Alexander, wide open look for 3, off the mark. Jordan Henriquez, yet another rebound. He'll bring the ball down. The lefty gets it off to Moses Morgan. Big step, fires it up. Can't get the roll. Rebound Alexander into the hands of Urbiztondo. All the way down the court. Bring it back out to Phuc. Phuc over to Howard. Howard has the ball stripped away. So another steal and a little bit of rust. Justin Howard's game. It's understandable after 2 weeks. Mismatch downstairs and a foul. That'll go on Queck. Counted it. No, they're going to wave it off. They'll send him to the line. I thought for a minute they would count that, but great recognition by Saigon Heat downstairs, getting that mismatch against Leon Queck. He will go to the line for 2 in Singapore. Michael Wong looking just a little bit off color here. There you see it again, Moses Morgan, and there is your foul. Michael Wong, a timeout now by Singapore, and what will Coach Nyo more than likely be talking about over there?
You know, the Singapore Slingers seems to be a little bit uncertain on their offense. I mean, it's evident because right now the 5 players on the court, 2 of them just came back from injury, which is Mitch and Justin Howard, and then you have a new insertion of Joshua. So it's very obvious they are not very used to playing together. They haven't been playing together for a while, so it takes some time for them to gel. Defensively, they definitely can do better than this. You know, they need to pressure the ball. They need to make sure that they don't get these kind of baseball passes to the interior where Hernandez has been a monster down low. Every single time he gets the ball in the block, and he's going to try to dunk it over Howard.
Jordan Henriquez has initiated 2 fouls against the big man Justin Howard, who he just said coming back from injury after 2 weeks off with a grade 2 turf toe. We talked to him before the game, and he said he felt about 70 to 75%. But it's timing and rust more than anything. And as you said, Mitchell Phuc, same thing. And then, of course, with the insertion of Josh Urbiztondo, just another wild card factor in there for the Slingers. So very difficult for all 3 of these players to get on the same page, especially when on the court at the same time. On the other side of the ball, little Nguyen Van Hong, what a guy he has been in the first half for the Saigon Heat. 8 points, a couple of assists. So doing it all for the Saigon Heat, who have the ball in the 2-point lead, 22-20. Here he gets off again, all the way to the basket. Rebound taken by Howard. Off to Wong, who's pressing it. Off to Alexander, the finish, yes! And one. Xavier Alexander. Watch it again. Long way long, spotting him from his peripheral vision, and it's held as he goes towards the basket, so Slingers with a chance to take the lead. Little touch foul there by David Arnold. In fact, a silly foul by Arnold at the other end. So Singapore does indeed take the lead. And Anthony Barbaletto looking on the ball, stolen on the inbounds pass. Quick, the follow, yes! And going down is Lenny Daniels at the other end. So Singapore with the steal, their second of the game, and Daniels in obvious discomfort here, holding aside and losing the ball almost again. Morgan, now Daniels coming into view. So almost playing 4-on-5, skipping to the basket, getting his own rebound. Now the ball knocked away. Volkov with the ball, lead pass to Quick, over to Alexander. Alexander shooting, up and in, around Daniel. Better stuff now by the Slingers, getting their transition game in full gear. Now they lead by 5. Daniels around one player, spin, up, in. So shaking off whatever it was that was bothering him before. Daniels, Volkov. Back outside to Alexander, couple of dribbles, back outside again, he'll reset. Howard goes wide. Alexander again, yes it was! Wow, Xavier Alexander putting on a clinic. The foul will go on Henriquez. Check it out again. What vision he's got in the push from behind by Henriquez. And Alexander with 8 points. Look at that. Little trash talking on the floor. So at the 4:18 mark, Xavier Alexander, who actually with 10 points right now for the Slingers. Actually, no, 16 points. What am I talking about? He has been the show. 8 rebounds. So leaving off just where he left off, or starting off where he left off last weekend when he had the triple-double. Xavier Alexander with 17 points here in the midway through the second quarter. Henriquez giving it up to Nguyen. Henriquez looking for Daniels. No, he hits Morgan. Around the screen he goes. Bumping off a one defender, up and in. Nice move by Moses Morgan to get Saigon to within 4. Alexander. Wong, Howard now. Henriquez on him, bumping, grinding. Lead pass over to Wong, has the ball knocked away. Last touch by Saigon. Singapore will inbound it on the far side. So another stellar game for Xavier Alexander, who's obviously having a great time. We watch it again. There's a little give inside and knocked away by Moses Morgan on the block. That's a third block shot. And there we have it, Alexander again. What can he do? While we were away, hitting the jumper. So 32-26, Singapore by 6. 3:24 mark. Spin move, Alexander going down. The ball's on the floor and kicked. Let's see who kicked it. I'm going to say Alexander kicked it, so the ball will remain in possession of the Saigon Heat. Wow. What a game by Alexander. Already you saw the graphic, 8 rebounds as well to go with those 19 points. Henriquez, oh boy. Finished by Henriquez, no foul, and Daniels running straight into Alexander, and Daniel wanted the foul call, and same as Alexander wanted the offensive foul. So 4-point game now. Howard way up to the top. Wong in the game now for Singapore, flashing through his Wong. Alexander again. Still has the ball. Howard moving to the basket, up and in. Well, that's a trademark Justin Howard move. You can see limping coming down the field, the court a little bit, Michael Wong. He obviously is not operating at 100%, but getting it done on that possession. Arnold. Into the hands of Nguyen. Nguyen barking signals. Ung on him, or check that, Phuc on him. There's another crunching screen by Henriquez. Ball knocked away. Alertly picked back up by Morgan. Nguyen. Morgan, left hand, dances through the lane, up and in on the runner. Great job by Moses Morgan, the 6'6" swing man. Saigon within 2, or within 4. Ung, back outside. In between 2 defenders, the ball's knocked away right in the hands of Henriquez. Back down the court comes Morgan. Yes, getting around Ung Bin Han. So all of a sudden a 2-point game. So all that feel-good stuff that we saw with Alexander. Meanwhile, Saigon Heat in workmanlike fashion getting right back into this. 1:38 to go. Alexander again. Rotating up top is Wong. Alexander working on Daniels. Underneath. Yes! Oh no, knocked away. Alexander, through 2 defenders, has it knocked away. He had Howard right there. Probably should have gone to him. In transition, Nguyen. Arnold! And a foul. David Arnold, opportunity there to tie it up. It is fouled, and crowd doesn't like that. Let's check it out and watch again. Oh, no foul at all. Wow. Never touched him. My goodness. So no referees in the picture at all. And Michael, that's a horrible call.
Oh, there's a build-up call on him.
Well, they miss calls just like everybody else. The trailing ref was not in position. 1 of 2, so 1-point game now. Very feisty Saigon Heat team. Back comes Wong. Alexander missing a easily made layup down at the other end. Howard alertly picked up in a foul, pushing foul. That'll go on Moses Morgan on the block. That was on Ung Bin Han. So that'll be the first foul on Morgan. Inbounded on the far side, Alexander. Howard with the ball outside to Ung. Up flops or flashes Phuc. Alexander in the lane! Well, catching Lenny Daniels flat-footed. 1 step around him for the flush in front of the basket. 21 points now. And that'll go on Phuc, who was holding on Arnold as he went around. So 2-shot foul will come the way of Saigon. Xavier Alexander having his way against Lenny Daniel downstairs and all over the court pretty much, Michael.
Yeah, the X-Man is doing everything right now to keep the Slingers afloat. He scored 21 points in this first half alone.
Makes the first one, so a 2-point game again. Well, we talked about how talented this Saigon Heat team is in their first 6, their first rotation, as good as anybody in the league. Getting ready to check into the game. Interesting guy here, Nguyen Tuan Vinh. He has a gold medal in Taekwondo in the SEA Games, and not too long ago picked up basketball. So can't question his fitness or his toughness. Alexander, Wong thought about it. Screen. Thrown and go in the game. Goes to his left hand. Trying to work on Nguyen. And what do we have here? Holding on. So right away testing Nguyen Tuan Vinh is number 23, Delvin Go. Howard getting a blow here in the last minute of the game. There you have right there. See some of the toughness there by Nguyen Tuan Vinh. So not a shooting foul. Ung. With 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Alexander. Still Alexander in the lane. Passes it up. Volkov, back up jumper for 2 is no good. Oh, out of bounds. Well, a little mix up there. You could see Nguyen Tuan Vinh getting his signals crossed with Lenny Daniels. Watch this right here. Both of them going for the same ball, and Nguyen handling the ball out of bounds, so a timeout's going to be called by the Saigon Heat. They'll try and draw it up. Singapore will have the ball. 36-35 they lead. It's been a good one with 7.6 seconds to go. And Michael Wong, I guess, try and get the ball to Alexander. And the way he's been playing the first half, it would make sense to give him the last touch and try and end it with a good feeling for the first half for the Slingers and at least go into the locker room with a 3-point lead.
It seems like things have been going well for him when he's situated at the low block. So right now he's actually playing like a mini center. So he does his post damage. He goes in closer to the basket, makes a quick move, goes up, dunks the ball. So I think Coach Nguyen might be looking at a play to get him at his favorite spot right now.
Really have to be impressed with the defensive effort and a little bit on offense too by the Saigon Heat. I mean, they're playing in enemy territory, but they've really jacked up their game. Remember, coming off that tough 4-point loss at home against a lot of Filipinas, very tough to get up for a game, especially when you got to get on a plane and go to a strange arena. And you know, full marks to Saigon. They have done an excellent job. Remember, this is their first time that they had visited Singapore. That first game that Singapore won at the beginning of the season, a runaway victory for the Slingers, but they have to play them 2 more times before the end of the season. Once at their place and 1 more time here to make up for the 4 games. And there's a guy we were talking about, Xavier Alexander. He has done everything for the Slingers. 21 points here in the first half, and look for him to get the ball with 7.6 remaining here in a very exciting first half of basketball. It hasn't been pretty, but it's been effective, especially for that man, number 15. So Singapore will inbound it here. Alexander around the screen, Wong, and 2 seconds to go. Daniels will try and get it down the court, and at the buzzer, oh! Let's see if that counts. I don't think so. They're going to wave it off, so Singapore will go into the locker room with that 36-35 lead. Too bad. If he would have gotten rid of it a second sooner, it might have been a different story. He did not. Slingers hold on. They will have the 1-point lead at the end of the first half. As we watch it again, here's Daniels bringing the ball in. Time has expired. You can see the light on the backboard there, and a little bit too late. So Slingers will hold on, and after we come back, a 36-35 lead for the Singapore Slingers here at the OCBC Arena. 36-35 in favor of the Singapore Slingers here at the OCBC Arena, the Saigon Heat at halftime. We do have some highlights for you. Chuck Schreiner along with Mike Wong. Hoping you're enjoying the action here at the ABL, brought to you on Star Hub. Here our first half action. Little steal by Desmond up and in early on in the game. Desmond is trademarked excellent defense. There's a pass downstairs to Howard. Howard gets turned up a little bit, but stays with the ball with the left hand. Even less than 100% getting it done downstairs is Justin Howard. There's Daniel on the little drop step inside off the mark. But look at that finish. Jordan Henriquez powering it in from underneath. On the break, here comes Saigon again. David Arnold hitting the trailer. Daniels up and in. Anybody's game early on, but then look who starts taking over. The X-Man, remember he had a triple-double last week. 2 of his 21 points, scrunching screen right there. Daniel, that'll be one of the plays of the week with a reverse slam. Here's Nguyen asking for the screen, gets it, inside he goes, a little layup, fingertip roll inside, en route to 2 of his 8 first half points, the 36-year-old. There's the give off to Alexander, who finishes off the dish by number 5, Wong Wei Long. Mitchell Volkov. Lead pass again to Alexander, blocking defender off of his right shoulder. That was Moses Morgan for another 2. Alexander in the lane this time, backs it up, looks around, looking for Howard. No, nobody moving for him. Okay, I'll take it myself, and is fouled in the process. Will be the 3-point play, and jawing around with Jordan Henriquez as well. Moses Morgan slipping his defender up and in off the glass. For 2. Power move by that guy right there, Jordan Henriquez, the 6'11", 27-year-older alumni of Kansas State. Justin Howard getting the measure of Henriquez. So let's check out the stats here in the first half. After that, Moses Morgan dancing in the middle, gets free. Lead pass again. Moses Morgan doing a lot of stuff in the open court. Getting ahead of Phuc on that time, or Phuc that time. There's Phuc giving the ball off again to who else? Xavier Alexander. Oh, getting in between 2 defenders there. Using up Lenny Daniel on the defensive end. As we look at the stats, 16 of 41 from the floor for the Slingers, 14 of 36 of both teams, 39%, nothing to write home about. Slingers yet to hit a 3, 2 of 6 for Saigon. Free throws, 4 of 6 Slingers, rebounding a little bit, 5 of 8 rebounds, 26-21. Singapore leads the league in rebounds. We would expect that. Singapore turning the ball over 5. Saigon doing an excellent job. Only 3 turnovers for them. The assist 8 to 4 in favor of Singapore. The steals 4-2 in favor of Saigon. Those are your stats. So weekly highlights from all around the ABL. It's always fun of us to bring them to you. Check it out here on Star Hub.
On the attack. And Domingo with the offensive rebound. Domingo, nice up fake by Kawale. And he knocks it down from downtown.
That's just a better move there from J.R. Kawale. Up fake, 1 dribble. Applying the full court pressure here. Whoa. Nice ball movement. And Oliver finishes for the Kaohsiung Truth.
Yes, beautiful passing there by the Kaohsiung Truth.
In that victory against the Slingers. Yu wanted to go to Celis. Now to Kawale.
Watch out.
Here's Munzon for the slam! And the flex by the still American, which silences.
Trying to shake Morgan out of his boots. Big bounce pass. Oh, Lenny Daniel got in his face.
Oh my, Lenny Daniel getting a huge block.
Working hard for that rebound. Horace Nguyen. Lenny Daniel, boom, the reverse jam.
Two-handed reverse jam by Lenny Daniel.
My goodness.
Great feed by Horace Nguyen.
I'm ready. There he is right now. Oh,
Oh, Greg Munson, what a move. Ting for the reverse and scores. What a move. It started with Joshua Munson. That was awesome. Under the legs. That was video game stuff.
Here we go again. Munson between his legs on this fast break.
Again, Shard in the game now. Elliott. Oh! That was a statement.
A huge statement by Elliott.
And play hard on both ends of the floor because according to him, by playing hard, he will off the floor because according to him, by playing hard, he will too strong. Alexander retrieves the ball. Alexander in transition. Oh! Wow! What a throwdown for Xavier Alexander.
Wow, Alexander was a beast in that play, huh?
Enjoy that. Let's take a look at this team standings. We said Hong Kong Eastern Line leading the way with 12-2 records, followed by the Slingers 11-5. Allowed Filipinas off the win the other night off of the Saigon Heat. They are 9-6. Heat in fourth place for the moment at 5-9. Kaohsiung Truth 5-10. Westport Malaysian Dragon, the young team from Malaysia, last year's champions at 3-13. Those are your team standings. So we're going to be right back after this as we see the halftime score, 36-35 in favor of the Slingers over the Heat here at the OCBC Arena. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Back at the OCBC Arena. Halftime, Singapore Slingers with a narrow 36-35 lead over the Saigon Heat. As we look at the Singapore Slingers bench, Chuck trying along with Michael Wong. And Michael, a great first half by Xavier Alexander, but really not much else positive happening for the Slingers. They're going to have to get more people involved on the offensive end.
Yeah, right at the start of the game, we actually spoke about the Slingers bench, and right now, the bench is not doing anything for the team. Only the X-Man is the only one who's probably hitting shots. He's been very aggressive going to the basket. He got 9 rebounds to add on to it as well. Looking at the Heat, it seems like the Heat are very contented with just packing the paint. Right now, when they see the X-Man getting the ball, they kind of slack off him because they know that, you know, pick the worst part of his game would be letting him take the outside shot. So they are sagging in, they are packing the paint, which makes it very hard for the others to actually make drives to the basket as well.
The word around the league is the Slingers are streaky shooters, and unless they start knocking them down, it would behoove people to clog up the middle and not let them dribble penetrate a la Xavier Alexander. You want to deny him those opportunities, as well as Justin Howard. So Saigon with the ball coming at you from right to left. That is Nguyen Van Hong, 36-year-old 6'4" guard. Slips the ball off to Daniel. Arnold now on the right-hand side, back outside. There's the screen. Arnold gets loose. Moses Morgan inside, and the little runner is off the mark. Howard will rip down the board in a push. So a silly, silly foul there right off the bat. Let's see who that will be on. Moses Morgan, so that will be 2 on him, I believe. 2 fouls on Morgan. That was just a silly push by him. No percentage in that foul at all. Out pops Howard, Desmond. Wong, same starting 5 that started the game. Alexander gets the ball to go, who thought about it. Inside he rumbles, gets the ball up, and away it goes. 1 and out. Arnold with the rebound, goes to the right hand. Little catch and shoot by Morgan. Great timing by Morgan, catching the ball right at the line, letting it loose. 2-point lead now. Wong. Singapore yet to hit a 3. Alexander in the lane. He'll back it up. Inside to Howard. Yes. Reaching from behind was Morgan. Thought for a moment it might be a foul, but good recognition again by the X-Man, who slaps skin with Howard as he walks by. Morgan. Daniels with the screen on the other side, setting Arnold loose. Arnold with a mismatch on Wong. Loses the ball now on the floor. Stolen away by Alexander. It's a race. And Alexander will win that one, but missed the layup. Whistle. What's going on? Oh, down goes Arnold. Oh, boy. Let's hope. Looks to be an ankle. Let's watch and see. There's Arnold. Now, this is the other end. There goes Arnold slipping down and falling. And I think the referees don't want any sort of a injury that would hold up the game or debilitate a player. You can see holding on to his ankle, and he's going to try and stay in the game, David Arnold, or is he going to come out? No, he will come out. So obviously turning the ankle. Let's hope we can get him back in. He is putting weight on it, so that's the good news, but probably have to take his shoes off and at the very least wrap it again if it's not wrapped already. Shaking his head. So checking into the game will be Nguyen, 6'3" guard, goes around one screen, kick back outside. Daniel inside the three-point line is going to be short with that. Desmond with the rebound. Alexander now. Long pass downstairs to Howard. What a pass by Alexander. Like a wide receiver, Howard reeling it in off the glass and in. 40-38, Singapore with the 2-point bulge. Back screen. Henrique from downtown, no good. Alexander with the board. Quick pass downstairs again to Howard. Travel with the ball, I think. And that's an example. No, he was fouled, but you can see Howard not real confident going down on that left foot. Watch it again. There he is trying to leverage himself, and you can see very, very awkward. Well, one thing, he was caught underneath the basket, but obviously that toe is not completely healed, Michael.
Yeah, I can see that he doesn't really have much leave as well in the shot.
Could not really change directions or push off on that foot at all. It's the first of 2, though. Good look at the crowd. Again, a rainy day here in Singapore. Probably the arena about half filled. 2 of 2. So 4-point lead. Big man does what he's supposed to do with the line. Singapore rebounding very nicely, hitting their free throws. Now they're 7 of 10. Henriquez back outside to Morgan. Morgan, they spread the offense. Nice job getting the finger roll to go. Nguyen Tom beating his man to the basket. Quickly Singapore bringing it down the court. Desmond O from the left side, no good. He goes down and Howard with the ball underneath. No good. Gets the rebound, no good again. Gets another rebound, but finally out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Justin Howard. Coach Nyo can't believe it. Saigon will have the ball. Fans don't like it either. Let's watch it and see what the reality of the situation goes. There's Howard. And again, having problems lifting off of that toe. And hard to tell from that angle. Saigon does have the ball, and 2-point deficit. Daniels. Remember, he averages 22. Little crossover. The backup jumper is good. So that will tie it up at 42 apiece. Getting the best of Delvin go. Wong. Desmond O. Baseline move by him. Skips it out to Howard from the left-hand side. That's good. So Justin Howard starting to light up a little bit. He's got 16. Singapore, 2-point lead. Pushing off there as Nguyen. Fans don't like that. And again, that's got to be an offensive foul. Nice job by Desmond O staying with him. Right in the pocket of Nguyen Ton. Ton for the second time uses his forearm. There's the first time, didn't get called on that one. The second one he does. Nice little job of acting there by Desmond. Should get an Oscar nomination for that. Downstairs it goes to Desmond O. Back outside to Delvin. Howard. Henriquez on him. Kickback. Oh, good ball movement. Desmond O from 3, no good. Morgan with the rebound. 6:05 mark. Back comes Saigon. Nguyen. Picked off by Howard. Lead pass to Alexander. 1-on-1. Hesitation up and in. Great move by Howard to get the ball out in the open court. And Xavier Alexander does the rest. 46-42. Henriquez working on Delvin go with mismatch right there, and Henriquez taking advantage of that. 46-44. Look for Saigon to use that matchup whenever they can. Delvin, screen. Around that goes Go. Knocked away. Henriquez again getting the best of Delvin Go. Delvin. Oh, great defense there by Xavier Alexander, blocking the path to the basket of Daniels. Still Wong. Wong to Howard. Howard with the finish. Long way long. It all started with the defense at the other end, Michael Wong, of Xavier Alexander. Nguyen Ton. 4-point lead again by Singapore, but Saigon a scrappy bunch. Wide open look for 3. Morgan. So 1-point lead now. Moses Morgan, his second triple. So he's starting to light it up. He's in double figures with 13. Alexander, Howard again. Howard still with the ball, back outside. Wong stops, pops, can't get it to fall. He will go to the line for 2, and the foul will go on Nguyen Van Hong, number 0. So unlucky for Wong. A little bit too hard off the glass. He'll have to earn it at the line. Watch it again. There's your foul. So timeout going to be called by Saigon. Very, very scrappy game here, Michael. And I'll tell you what, Saigon hanging in there tough as nails.
Yeah, but they've been doing a very good job of hanging with the Slingers. You know, every single time they get any loose ball, they're going to running down the court, hoping to get a transition basket, and they're doing a very good job out of it.
See Michael Johnson chattering away inside, and problem we're seeing with Singapore right now, besides Alexander and Howard, really not getting any offensive contributions from the local guys. We know they're very, very streaky. Let's look at the replay again. There's Wong, beautiful pass behind the back, getting the ball into Howard. They're doing the little things, Michael, but need to get some more people involved in the offense.
Yeah, definitely. They need to be able to put some points on the board as well. They can't rely on Howard and the X-Men to be carrying the load for the whole 40 minutes.
Right now, the 48 points, the X-Man's got 23. Howard's got 18, so do the math. 41 of the 48 points just in those hands of those two guys alone. That's unacceptable. So Saigon doing an excellent job packing it in, as you said before, Michael, making sure that Singapore, their route to the basket is cut off, and forcing the Slingers to shoot from the outside. They're not knocking down their outside shots, so whatever points they're getting, either in transition or when they can get the ball down the low block to Howard. He's been very good in the second half here, has Justin Howard. They've needed every point. Daniels chattering away there. Lenny Daniels, 29-year-old forward. There's Wong, and accentuating what we were talking about, only 1 point. He does have 3 assists. So opportunity here for Singapore to get back up by 3. Coach Garbaletto, study on his face. One of 2, and luckily getting the ball back into the hands of Howard. Wong thought about it, back outside, and checking into the game is Tonto, rolling to the basket, yes! Wong Wei Long taking the shortcut to the basket. So Singapore matching their biggest, or one of their biggest points in the leads of the game, 51-47. In fact, they've led by as many as 6. There's Tonto. Nguyen almost throwing it away. Back into the hands of Moses Morgan. He's been the danger man this half. Skips to the basket, knocked away. Open court for Tonto. He'll wait for Alexander, and he is fouled. See who that goes against. Henriquez, I think it will go on. So, no, that will go on Nguyen Tan. So, watch it again. Yes, gets him with the hand as he penetrates. Just enough to deny the basket, so not a bad foul there by Nguyen, really. That will send the X-Man to the basket, where he's been less than stellar this year, but still around 57-58%. Singapore is a team much better this game than they were a couple of games ago. That disaster against a lot of Filipinas, and Alexander hits the front end. He's got 24 now. Singapore with a 5-point lead. 3:41 to go here in the third quarter. Singapore at 11-5, Saigon at 5-9, second place team playing the fourth place team here in the ABL. Saigon, obviously playoff implications in this game. Nguyen getting around Tonto. Still chasing. Ooh, Alexander going for the steal there. Morgan shielding the ball. Morgan shooting over the top of Go will be no good. Loose ball picked up by Go. Acceleration, Wong to Alexander. Tonto. Wong. Left hand, rolling to the basket, finger roll, can't get it to go. Rebound by Howard, in and out it goes, and see if it's a foul. Ooh, Henriquez and Wong going at it. Technical foul on Wong Wei Long. Well, I didn't see it. The referee was right there. Let's see where things started going sideways. Howard corralling the rebound. A little bit of rust right there, and yeah, you can see why that was called. And you know, Wong Wei Long, from time to time, Michael, his emotions get the best of him. He's a very emotional player, but taking on a guy much taller than him, so you got a 6-foot guy going against a 6'11" guy, and you pretty much know how that's going to end up. Some of the fans taking exception to that, but there you go. Wong still pleading his case. So at the other end, David Arnold checking back into the game. Remember, he had the bad ankle. So gets the first one. So they will get 2 shots in the ball at the 3:01 mark. So opportunity here for the Saigon Heat. 1 in the ball, actually. Nguyen. And a holding foul that time by Josh Erdbistanto. Crowd really not liking what they're seeing now, but Singapore a little bit out of control on the defensive end. So Arnold will inbound it from the near side. Glad to see that his injury wasn't debilitating. He's back in the game, looks as good as new. Henriquez giving it up. Ball knocked away. Alexander. Queck's ahead of him. He'll take it to the house himself and one. Xavier Alexander. And Michael, I don't know, maybe you've seen some other players, but I don't know in the open court in this league who is more dangerous than Alexander. Look at him again. Coast to coast stuff right around Arnold. Arnold reaching in. Silly foul, really. Didn't get much of him, just enough to get the referee's attention. So misses a free throw. So Singapore back up again by 7. Daniels now. Arnold around one screen. There's a push off by Henriquez. Daniels, left hand, yes. Lenny Daniels getting the separation. So he's starting to heat up now. Remember, he averages over 22 points a game. There's been Tondo, Alexander now. Downstairs to Howard. Howard, little pass inside, stepping in the lane is Nguyen to pick it off. Still Nguyen. Going for the steal was Queck. Overall alone in the corner. Thinking better of it is Daniels. Downstairs! Henriquez. Howard off of him. Stepped up a couple. Good recognition. 3-point game. Erdbistanto. Erdbistanto, left hand, dancing through the lane. He'll take the shot. The backup jumper, no good. Off the dribble, picked off by Alexander again. One-on-one, gives it up. Oh, beautiful stuff. Almost walking with it was Howard, but he does enough to get it to go home. 57-52. Just enough on the roll, and Justin Howard shaking his head. Obviously, you can tell he's not 100%. Nguyen with 125. Daniels from the elbow, no good. Rebound by Morgan, somehow gets position inside, up again. And still no pursuit by Singapore on the interior defense. So 57-54, every time Singapore gets a 5 or 6 point lead, back comes Saigon. Howard, in and out. Follow! Leon Queck. No boxing out, he takes advantage. Lead back up to 5, under a minute to go. Arnold, left-hand dribble, screen. Foul will go on Leon Queck as he bounces off the screen right into the ball handler. Blocking foul, watch it again, watch Queck into the screen and ba-boom. So 14 fouls now on Singapore. Coach Garbaletto has to be very, very happy right now. What do we have here? Another foul reaching in, Erdbistanto, and that will put a Saigon Heat player at the line for 2. So not the way Coach Nyo and Johnson drew it up here. Silly fouls by the Slingers. Hits the first one. So 59-55. Singapore, dogfight on their hand. Howard with a rebound. Erdbistanto, lead pass to Alexander. Back outside to Howard, around the horn it goes. Erdbistanto trying to get baseline, and he is pushed. Blocking foul, that'll go on number 1, Nguyen. You can see, Michael, Josh Erdbistanto trying to get himself into the offensive flow, but a little bit of rust in his game too. not able to knock down the outside shot, so trying to get something going for himself on the inside, and does draw the foul. He will go to the line for a pair. Normally a very good free throw shooter. So Singapore trying to muster some sort of a lead as they go into last quarter of action. Jack it up to 5 points. Their biggest lead of the game has been by 6. Chance to equal that right now. And they do just that. 33 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Back comes Henriquez. Left-hand dribble. Gives it up to Moses Morgan. Back outside to Nguyen as they spread it out. Arnold. Henriquez with a mismatch again. Back outside. Alexander looking for the steal. Long three is going to be off the mark. Reaching up and getting the rebound is Go. Where's Tondo? Thought about the three. Phuc will take it from the elbow. Can't get it. Howard. That will do it at the end of the third quarter. The Singapore Slingers stretch their lead a little bit. They lead 61-55. So a little bit more urgency in the step of the Slingers as we end the third quarter with 10 minutes to go here, Michael Wong. And Singapore still not hitting the ball outside, but doing just enough in transition and on defense to keep their nose ahead.
I think the Singapore Slingers can't be pleased with the effort they put ahead, especially on the defensive end. Every single time they try to pull the lead, you get the 6-point lead, they allow the Heat to come back right at them and bring it down to maybe 1 or 2 possessions. So I think defensively they need to really tighten it up a little bit more. Start with full court press, start with a full court man-to-man and build up pressure a little bit more.
Looking at the couple of plays here in that third quarter. Here's Henriquez. He has been the danger man down below. Looking at the scoring, Justin Howard now with 20 points. Alexander with 27 of the 61 points total that the Slingers have. So 47 of the 61 points owned by the 2 Americans, and never a good sign when your expats are doing all the heavy lifting. And certainly the Slingers, they have shown in the past that their local talent is very, very capable. In fact, word is around the league that the Slingers do have the best local talent, but certainly not showing it on the offensive end tonight.
Yeah, they seem a little bit hesitant to get open or to make some moves to the basket or even take some shots. Because they seem to be a bit more passive today. I don't know for a reason, but maybe the rain has gotten to them.
Phuc with 5. Wong Wei Long with 4. Desmond with a pair. And the new guy, Josh Tonto with a pair also. But besides that, it's been pretty much nothing for the Slingers. Bin Hong yet to get on the board. Of course, we know the Singapore Slingers are famous for their streaky shooting, and that guy right there, Wong Wei Long, can go off at any time. We know that. We've seen him do it too many times in the past. A little bit out of control, a little bit frustrated in the third quarter. Wong was picking up that totally unnecessary technical foul. That could have really hurt the Slingers. At the end of the day, it did not. It only cost them the 1 free throw shot, and then Singapore held on and got a stop at the other end on the possession. So 10 minutes to go. Alexander with the ball, back outside to Delvin. Go. Around the horn it goes. Tondo with it. He'll slide through. Howard. Tondo wide open. Look at the three. In and out. Daniels stays home and gets the rebound. Still Daniels. Right hand. Running over Alexander. No call. Alexander still on the ground. Phuc with the ball now. Looking for Howard. It's a low spot. Ball's on the floor. Is going to be picked up by Phuc. Still Phuc. Loose ball picked up. Very heads-up move by Leon Phuc. Around the horn again. Tondo inside the lane, and he's impeded by Daniels. So Singapore very, very lucky there to get away with that. The ball was on the floor, it seemed like, for an eternity, but Leon Phuc never giving up on it, getting the loose ball and keeping things flowing for the Slingers.
Yeah, definitely they have to keep all these possessions to themselves, because if the Heat gets the possession, they're going to run at them again.
There is Josh Tonto. Alexander checking it into him. Inside the trees. Follow. Still no good. Henriquez, another rebound in Singapore. They must have missed 6 or 7 layups. Whip pass to the left side. Morgan, the stutter step, back outside to Arnold now. Morgan again, Alexander with him. There's the screen, back outside, very patient on the half-court game. Howard got it in one. Howard will be called for the foul. That will be 3 on the big man. Looking at the stats, Singapore 25 of 63 for 40%, so slightly better. We watch this again. Entry pass, and Howard with the blocking foul. Singapore 0 of 6 from beyond the arc, Michael. 4 of 9 for Saigon. Miss on the free throw, so still a 4-point lead. So 3-point opportunity going by the wayside. There has been Tondo. Phuc inside to Justin Howard. Henriquez working on him. Howard, the backup jumper, off the mark. Stepping in the lane and picking it off is Go. So another kick at the can for the Slingers around one screen. There's been Tondo finally. So finally lining it up, and that'll be a big stone off of his back. Couldn't have come at a better time. Back up to a 6-point lead for the Slingers. Daniel to Arnold, downstairs. Henriquez will go straight at Howard, off the mark. Henriquez picks it up, now on the floor again. Slingers pick it up, Erzman Tondo in the open court. Starting to get in the flow of things. Wide open look to the left-hand side, it's gonna be off the mark. Alexander stepping in, Erzman Tondo with a long 3. Off the mark, on the ground now, Morgan, lead pass, Daniels with the slam. 4-point lead. Singapore can't convert at the other end despite 2 or 3 opportunities, and that has been the story of this game. Tano will back it out. Get the ball in the hands of Phuc. Howard now. Alexander taking over the low post. Whip pass over to the left side. Alexander. Offense on the left, long 3. It's going to be off the mark, stepping in the lane, and it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Leon Phuc. Over the top. With the hold, 2 shots, wow, at the other end, no? Let's see. Second team foul, they're gonna say, on Singapore. Wong Wei Long will check back into the game for Singapore. So 2 team fouls very quickly on the Slingers. Arnold. Henriquez still palming the ball out top. Fires the ball downstairs. Moses Morgan losing his defender, and just like that, a 2-point game. No quit in this Heat team. Howard, Henriquez working on him. Back upstairs to Wong around one screen. Downstairs again, Howard, wide open look for Go from the elbow, yeah! Delvin Go, an important bucket for the Slingers when they needed it. So 4-point lead again, stops the momentum of the Heat. Nguyen to inbound. Has to work for it. Morgan now working against Alexander, goes to the left hand. Still Alexander. Arnold. There's been Tondo on him. Downstairs it goes. Can't get it to fall. Daniels with the right hand, in and out. Go with the ball. Crowd beseeching the Slingers. Back over to Howard with the flush. Great recognition by the X-Man. Singapore up by 6. Almost against the flow of play. Erzman Tondo with a silly foul again in the backcourt. My goodness. That will be 3 on him. So getting caught in no man's land there. Josh committing the foul. Arnold, there's the screen. Rubbing off of that. Wild shot there, but right behind him is Henriquez to clean it up. Quickly the Slingers get back down the court. There's been Tondo to Alexander. He'll slide through, up pops Howard now to Wong. Wong has Go, throws the screen. Nguyen has his hands full with Wong with the crossover. Round 1 defender. 2 left on the shot clock. Alexander lets it go, way off the mark. Stepping in the lane, popping back outside. Great job by Go. 3 is no good. Howard cleans it up inside. Second chance attempt. Blocked. Second time blocked again. Desmond go. Delvin go can't get it to go. So forward kicks at the can. Slingers still can't convert. Arnold at the other end. Daniels off balance shot and he is fouled. Wow. Slingers dominating at the offensive end, Mike, but can't get the ball in the cylinder.
Oh, you can't fault their effort, but they got to capitalize on it.
There's the foul on the X-Man at the other end. Delvin go bailing out the Slingers several times at the other end, coming up with key rebounds. Second, third, fourth chance opportunities. And just, you know, the immobility of Justin Howard right now really hurting his game. I mean, he's right there. He just can't take off on that toe or on that foot. And it's really showing. It's really slowing down his mobility. And I think it's hurt the Slingers offensively because they are really dominating. Offensive boards, they must have double. Watch it again. They just can't take off. There is again, and my goodness, 2 straight layups missed. Delvin go, Howard with the first one, Delvin go with the second one. So you can get another angle of it. There it is. You can see a little bit off balance. Delvin should have converted that right there, could not. And then off again to the other end, Saigon Heat. So 67-63, a 4-point game, and it sat around there for most of this game. And Singapore trying to find answers here, and that man right there, and you know, your heart goes out to him. He's obviously not playing 100%. He's doing the best he can, and you know, still right around his league average. 22 points he's got, but my goodness, if he's healthy, he's got 30 points, no problem. Saigon Heat, you have to take your hats off to them, Michael Wong. They are playing their hearts off. They're taking everything the Slingers are giving to them, pressing the ball hard, getting the ball, getting some high percentage shots down low. And that man right there, Daniel, will be at the line for 2. 4:51 mark. Splashes the first one. So 2-point game. There's been Tano popping up his Phuc. Switching sides, Howard, Henriquez on him. 7 on the shot clock, Phuc. Stutter step inside. Got it to go. Off balance shot, Leon Phuc. Going glass, Singapore back up by 4. Arnold. There's been Tondo working on him. Backs off now. Henriquez with the screen long 3. Yo, my goodness. David Arnold, clutch 3 at the 4:09 mark. Singapore by 2. Phuc inside to Howard. Howard, see if he makes a move to the basket. Doesn't go glass, and the ball rolls off the cylinder. Daniels with the ball. Now to Arnold again. Down that right side once again. Now he switches to the left. There's the screen, taking advantage of that, and it's a tie game, just like that. Great back screen there by Henriquez. So 69 apiece. Saigon, who trailed by 6. Phuc barking out singles downstairs again to Howard. Kick back outside. He thought about it in the lane again. Is Phuc. Phuc has the shot changed, and ball on the floor picked up by Alexander. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Henriquez. It'll be Slingers' ball. Fast and furious action down inside the land of the Giants. Last touch by Henriquez, I think. Let's check it out again. There's Phuc. Tries to knock it off of the foot there. No, last touch by Daniels, actually. So Singapore will have the ball. 24-second violation. Lead pass. Off balance, no foul. Howard with the rebound, back the other way. He's got Alexander ahead of him. Desmond, who's just checked in, back outside. Wong thought about it. Still Wong goes to the right hand, tripped up on the inside. He will see if they give him continuation. Will he go the line for 2? The foul will be on David Arnold. Let's see. That'll be 4 fouls on Arnold if it is in fact Arnold. Let's watch it again. So Wong Wei Long will try and break the tie. In and out it rattles. Wow. Singapore nice, loose and easy at the beginning of the game. They knew that they had their full complement of players, Michael Wong, but it hasn't worked out the way they planned, that's for sure. 0-2. So opportunity now for the Saigon Heat to take their first lead in a long time since early on in the first quarter. Arnold, jump shot. Howard with the rebound. Wong. They'll slow it up and wait for the big man to get into position. They go directly to him. Henriquez on him. Bounce pass underneath. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Henriquez. Very difficult angle in which the X-Man, we know he's flexible, but not that flexible, directly underneath the basket. So 14 on the shot clock. 2:30 to go in the game. We've got a good one here at the OCBC Arena. There's the screen. Wong back outside to Howard. Howard can't knock it down. Rebound taken by Lenny Daniels. Still Daniels. Alexander. Morgan. He's been a thorn in the Slingers side all afternoon. Here comes the screen. Phuc getting around two defenders. Finished in one. Moses Morgan taking advantage of the screen. He will go to the basket to try and make it a three-point play. Watch it again. That was Justin Howard. That's 4 fouls on him. No choice Justin had, really. He did do a good job of cutting off the angle, but Morgan, too good. Chance to make it a three-point lead. A little bit short. Coach Carbiato has to be thinking, could it be Howard? Wong crossing his O. Inside Howard. Shot by Phuc, in and out. Reaching in to pick up the ball is Wong Wei Long. 1:43 to go. Still Wong. Howard over to Alexander. Foul. Alexander is flattened. He will go to the line at 1:38 to try and tie it up for the Slingers. Desperation time now. Wong Wei Long with an important loose ball pickup, and the foul will go on Henriquez. You can't believe it. Now he's got 4. The X-Man like a rubber ball, bouncing up and down off the floor all afternoon. Important free throws here. 1-point game. Well, it just seems, Michael, that the Slingers have not had what we call an easy game at all the last month or so. They've had to fight tooth and nail for every single win. Hits them both, so a tie game at 71. Now, Slingers needing a stop here. See if they go to Daniels. Arnold. Wong working on him, accelerating in the lane. Ball knocked away. Henrique, yes! 2-point lead, timeout now by the Slingers at 1:23. Henrique talking it up. Nice job. He barks at Alexander as he walks by. 2-point lead for the Saigon Heat, Michael. There's the dish. Howard really not knowing where the ball was. Good defense, that's as good as you can do without fouling.
But I think Singapore Slingers are going to do a better job of containing the penetrators. You know, there are a lot of drives to the basket right now. Heat can just bring it in, drive to the basket. They either make an open layup or they pass the ball out to the big man for the conversion. So I think they're going to do a better job of containing the drives. Keep them off to the paint. If they want to take the outside shot, challenge it. Get a rebound and then run on the Heat.
David Arnold and Moses Morgan, both the guys that have been penetrating so well for Saigon. They get that step on the defenders. Just seems like Singapore has been a step slow all afternoon. Of course, once they get into the interior, then Justin Howard, who has 4 fouls, he can't really afford to help out that much on the weak side. Alexander.
Yeah, and the fact that Howard is actually limited with his toe injury, it's not the force as we are so used to. So he can really cover all the grounds right now.
Okay, so Singapore with the ball. The must-score situation for them. Alexander to inbound it. So let's see if they try to go downstairs quickly to Howard, who will immediately be double-teamed. That is for sure. Henrique has done a credible job against Howard, who still has scored 22. Gives the ball off to Wong. Wong in the lane, back out to Howard. Singapore offense looking a little bit confused here. There's the screen. Phuc back outside to Wong. Rotation inside to Alexander, tries to make it happen himself. The ball knocked away. 1:06 to go. Arnold, lead pass, throws it away. So Singapore can let their breath out. Well, Saigon a little bit too greedy that time. Look at the pass, and they really should have taken their time.
Wow, the Slingers dodged a bullet.
They certainly did. So Singapore with the ball again at the 1 minute mark. Again, Desmond to Howard. Back outside to Phuc. Wide open look. Going to be off the mark. Bounces out right in the path of Desmond. Alexander thinking about it. 11 left on the shot clock. 41 seconds to go. Alexander has the ball stripped away. So Singapore not getting it done on the offensive end, and a foul. And I don't know really why you would foul in that situation. Well, of course, you got a foul to give, of course. So 31.5 to go. And Singapore in danger of dropping their 4th game out of their last 6 to a very game Saigon Heat team who has matched the intensity of the Slingers. Remember, this is Saigon's first trip into the OCBC Arena. And I still am wondering why he fouled.
Yeah, I think there was some miscommunication. He thought there was less time on the clock. That's why he's trying to foul to get one possession back. But
a big mistake, because now 31.5 seconds to go. A 4-point lead. Singapore will get the ball back, but they will still more than likely not have the lead. Why would you foul with 31 seconds to go, Michael? You needed a stop and at least give your defense a chance to earn that stop instead of giving it away and sending somebody at the line to nonchalantly knock down a pair. And now you're down by 4. Your backs are really against the wall with only 31 seconds to go. And even if you make the basket, you're still going to give up a possession. So
yeah, you're right to say that with 31.5 seconds on the clock, there's actually 2 possessions, at least 2 possessions. So if 2 possessions, you just need to get a stop, and you come back, and you need down 2. So you know the time is actually in your favor. So I'm not sure. I think Desmond caught, miscommunicated. He probably thought there was less time on the clock. That's why he made that foul.
Well, it's up to the players to know the time on the clock. That is for sure. And so let's see how bad that error hurts the Singapore Slingers, who are at 11-5. Remember, the Alab Pilipinas are at 9-6, so should Singapore lose this game, they would technically still be in 2nd place, but Alab, they've got a lot of games to play, and they're a very talented team over there, so it's no sure thing. Remember, what's important about finishing 2nd in this league? Well, that gives you home court advantage through the playoffs, because 2 would play 3. So in the case they played Alab Pilipinas, Singapore would have the home court advantage in that series. So let's hope that doesn't have those sort of implications. Anyway, Singapore to inbound the ball on the near side. The X-Man looking for somebody. Wong off the screen, inside. Ball on the floor, and who has the ball quickly smothered. And that ball will go down to the other end. Henrique will have it, and pretty much academic now. If he knocks down these 2 shots, Michael Wong, Singapore is going to go down. Look at this again. So got the high percentage shot inside the lane, but Wong can't make it. Henrique at the line, not a particularly good free throw shooter, but 1 of 2 would just about do it for this very game Saigon Heat team, who playing their best basketball at the most opportune time in the season. 0 of 1. So exactly 24 seconds to go. So Singapore will have to come down, score, and quickly foul. Stranger things have happened. Misses them both. So Alexander will quickly try to get the ball down the court. Ooh, boy, almost walked with the ball. The follow was no good. Delvin gets the ball outside to Wong. Wong with the long three is going to be off the mark. And a foul. Let's see who that's going to be on. It's going to be on Moses Morgan. 14.3 to go. Next man looks a little bit shaken up there. There's the initial shot by Wong is no good. Next man getting good position now. There's the foul. Take your pick. It's either against Henrique or they're going to say not a shooting foul. So Singapore will get the ball with 14.3 to go. Howard, long cross-court pass to skip back outside. Alexander rolls to the basket, fires it home for two. So 5.2, 75-73. Singapore will try to deny, and they're in foul. So the foul will go on Daniels. He will go at the other end for two shots. So Singapore has got to hope that Daniels makes no more than one or two, and they come back and hit a big three to send it into overtime. That's pretty much the story of the game. Very disappointing outing by the Singapore Slingers. They were ecstatic before game time. They had everybody back. They had their full complement of players. Daniels misses the first one, so Singapore does have 4.4 seconds to go. Plenty of time. Daniels short on the second one. Alexander with the ball. 2 seconds to go. Lead pass. Arvisanto with the shot. No good. So the Saigon Heat hold on. I think that is the way it will end. They do. They hold on and they win this game 75-73. Last second attempt there by Josh Erzbin-Tondo to no avail. In fact, I think time had already gone off, and Singapore goes down to defeat three times in the last 5 games. And they will slump to 11-6, still good enough for second place. But my goodness, Michael Wong, not the way the Singapore Slingers have been playing basketball, and it just seems like they're a different team the last 4 or 5 games, just unable to get their intensity together. That's the glaring thing that comes out at you, but take nothing away from the Saigon Heat. They played their hearts out. They forced the action. They did a good job, as you said, with David Arnold and Moses Morgan dribble penetrating and getting the high percentage shots, and Singapore just coming up short.
Yeah, the Heat came in with a very deliberate game plan. Both on the defensive end, they were very sure about what they're trying to do, and offensively, they're very loose. They take anything that's given to them. They run the ball, they run on transition. They want to get a quick score on you. Yeah, they're a very good team.
Singapore, on the other hand, still not able to hit the ball from outside. They, I don't believe they hit any threes at all. So 0 of 6, 0 of 7, was it? 0 of 11 from downtown, so you're not going to win many games that way. Singapore usually prides itself in their outside shooting. It looked like they had turned the corner last week in that win against Kaohsiung, but not to be. The Saigon Heat take the game 75-73 against the Singapore Slingers. It's a cast of a lot of different guys helping out. Lenny Daniel, Moses Morgan, and company getting it done. Jordan Henriquez doing a good job downstairs, getting a lot of key rebounds. We'll show you the play of the game here in just a moment. Here it is. It is Daniel. Look at that. The reverse jam. I'm sure that will be on one of the ABL plays of the game as well. But a whole lot of that by the Saigon Heat. Never say die effort by them is enough to derail the Singapore Slingers at home. Singapore really back on their heels throughout the game. They very, very limited Justin Howard. He gave the best he could. And they scored 22 points. That's right around his average in the league. And we look at the game stats, 33%, 30 of 92. So shades of what happened to them against the La Filipinas a couple weeks ago when they shot 30%. Look at that, 30 of 67 for Saigon. 0 of 11 for beyond the arc. You're not going to win many games that way. Look at the turnovers, 7 plays 10. Singapore did a good job of holding on to the ball, but shooting was abysmal, Michael.
Yeah, got to go find their confidence in the next few games, you know, heading to the playoffs. They need to make sure they find that confidence, you know, run some play for the shooters out there.
12-2, Hong Kong stretches their lead now. 4 games over the Singapore Slingers, who slumped to 11-6. A lot Filipinos 9-6. Saigon Heat in control of 4th place now. Kaohsiung Truth 5-10. Westport Malaysian Dragons 3-13. So that will do it pretty much here from the OCBC Arena and Star Hub as we look at our games coming forward. Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions going to La Filipinos. One of their 3 meetings that these teams will meet at. That's 10th of March at 8 p.m. on Star Hub. And then the game after that, also on Star Hub, Saigon Heat, the same Saigon Heat going against the Westport Malaysian Dragons. Saigon have to be full of confidence now. That will be on the following night, the 11th of March, also at 8 p.m. And then right here at the OCBC Arena next week, the return of the Kaohsiung Truth against Singapore Slingers, 12th of March at 4 p.m. So for everybody here at the production staff at the OCBC Arena, Chuck Schreiner, Michael Wong, and everybody else, final score once again, the Saigon Heat beat the Singapore Slingers on their own court, 75-73 at the OCBC Arena. So till next time, Chuck Schreiner, Michael Wong, we'll see you then.